All right, check it out. Hipoint 995 DMR. What do you think? It's pretty silly, right? I swear this isn't rage bait. So I went ahead and did this configuration, and I'm going to fine tune this configuration a little bit, but I went ahead and went with this for a reason. Now, to be honest, with these Hipoint 995s, when you start throwing stuff on them, once you add up the cost, even the super cheap stuff, once you add up the cost, you're in AR-15 territory where you can just buy an AR-15, some magazines and some ammo and go shoot an AR-15 that has much more capability than this. And that's what I would recommend if you have the ability to do so, is go with an AR-15. But I understand not everybody likes AR-15s, and some people maybe live in a state where these might be legal, but an AR-15 in the configuration that it should be in is maybe not so legal. So that's why I do stuff like this. This right here, you know, all kidding aside, it's kind of silly thinking about a Hipoint as a DMR, but look at it this way. No, you're not going to be effective at the 300 to 500 yards with this thing. Absolutely not. But what about 100 yards? You just got to shorten up the distances. You can still take precise shots at 100 yards, even 50 yards. So there's a training value to it. I think all law-abiding citizens out there in the United States, and even the citizens that are not obeying all the laws, but maybe the laws that they are not obeying are unconstitutional, which therefore they're not laws. But in any case, for American citizens out there, you know, if you're really strapped on cash, or it's just hard for you to get into something a little bit better, you can take something like this and you can make it work. Is this pretty much a trash rifle? Yeah, it is, especially when compared to other rifles like AR-15s. It's trash, but it still does work. It still does work, and you still could get value out of it. You can still defend your life with it, and you can still hunt with it, and you can get some good training value out of it. The training value, for example, what you can get out of this is, number one, you can shoot iron sights out of a rifle, because these come with the iron sight. I took mine off in the back, but these come with iron sights. So you get the iron sight aspect. And you also get the aspect of shooting a non-magnified dot. Like if you have it set up like this, I have this is a green dot, but same thing, red dot, green dot, doesn't matter. A non-magnified dot, you can get that training aspect as well, learning how to use a red dot, green dot, whatever color it is you have. And I have a flip-up magnifier on here, so I do get a little bit of training as far as a magnified sight. I put a sling on it. It's just a cheap Blackhawk sling that I've just had, and I threw it on here so you can get training on how to retain the rifle, how to move with the sling, how to aim with the sling. There's definitely training value there. And then also we have the bipod right up here. This bipod gives me training on how to shoot on a level and unlevel surface with a bipod, because there is some techniques that are worth knowing. And even if you shoot at only 50 or 100 yards with this, you could still do some decent, precise shooting. Now, granted, you're only going to be limited by the quality of your ammo and the quality of the Hipoint barrel, but there's still a training value there. And I think that's important. So not only, and then you don't see it on here. Here, let me flip this back over. Also, illumination. This has a light on it. This is actually the most expensive thing I have on here. This is an old Streamlight Pro Tac that I've had for a while. In fact, the mounting is kind of broken a little bit on one side. I've had it for a long time, so I thought, you know what, I'll just throw it on here. So it gives me a option for training with illumination in low light, no light, or even in the middle of daytime. There's still a use for illumination, believe it or not. So that's why I put this together, because I think there's still some value there. So it's kind of silly, especially when I think of, you know, Hipoint 995 DMR. But you know what? I kind of like this setup. I think the only thing that could be better than this is throwing an ACOG on here, just because that would probably make some people pissed, I think. And it seems like, I don't know, lately with some of the videos I've been putting out, it seems like I'm getting into a habit of getting into fights online with some people. Some people are calling what I'm putting out rage bait. Some of it maybe is a little bit, but you know what? It is what it is. It's the internet. Might as well have fun with it, right? But, you know, this Hipoint 995, there's some definite value, and I think it's just fun. cheap, easy, silly carbine to mess around with. One thing to note, I didn't note this earlier, but one thing to note, I did put you could put a rubber band on this just for sling retention. This is just a Ranger band that I have. I had a bunch of Ranger bands in a bag, so I just threw this on there, but a regular rubber band would work as well. This thing kind of gives me, I don't know, apocalypse type vibes, you know, those wasteland type vibes. But let me know what you guys think. If you're here, leave a comment, leave an emoji. I don't care what you leave. Leave something. Like the video, show your support. It costs nothing. It means a lot to me. So I don't know. What do you guys think of this? And how do you think I should go with this? Because you can, with a silly gun like this, with a hipoint 995, you could go a lot of different ways with it. I've seen these things configured just a lot of silly ways. But let me know what you think, because I think, yeah, it might be kind of fun to mess with this.